And we're back. Okay, so you want to build websites. Well, guess what? You picked a great time to start learning how to build one. You don't have to learn any code. You don't have to practice for hours on end. You don't have to take any classes at community colleges. You could just learn 3 simple steps. 3. All right. I'm gonna just go over my setup and how I do things. So first, let's start off with this. What you're looking at is GitHub Copilot. Keep that in mind. This is something that you want to do. This is kind of like your entry into being able to access different kind of models. Let me scroll down here, and what you'll see is they have a couple of different packages. They have the free version, the pro version. I'm actually on the pro version, and what I can say about the pro version, I've never reached any limits. I'm able to just request after request after request and create whatever I want, and I've never run into any issues. And for $10 a month, that's a steal. The second thing, Visual Studio Code. This is a coding IDE, and it allows you to be able to code. Although you won't have to code, you won't have to learn any languages. The thing that you have to know is how to install your GitHub Copilot. So over here on the left side, we have extensions, and the one thing you would be looking for is this GitHub Copilot chat. You would just type this up here in the search. It'll search the marketplace, and once it finds it, it will look pretty similar to this. I have it installed, so I have the options to uninstall or disable. But if you're first time doing this, you would see install. So you would just click install. It would install it into your Visual Studio Code, and you will be ready to go. What does that do for you? Over here on the left side, right here, I can close and open this panel. Here is a chat window. This chat window is the entry into communicating with your models. I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly, right? So this is where I would be typing down here on the bottom to let it know and do my requests. Over here you have different environments. I normally work with the local. Later on in the series, I probably will figure out how to use these different environments, and we'll take a deep dive together. Over here you have different modes. Agent mode is where you give it a request, and it'll just go. It'll try to do anything that you ask it to do. And then you have ask mode. Ask mode is the model is not going to do anything, but it'll try to answer all your questions. And then you have plan mode. Plan mode kind of takes your idea and lays it out. Sometimes people have an idea that's not fully thought out, and this plan mode pretty much helps you do that. Sometimes it'll even ask you questions to get clarity. So this is a real strong feature. And then this is the Pierre Resistance. We have access to tons of models. So right here I'm only showing 4 models, but let's show all of them. Look at this. Look at this. Claude, Gemini, all the GPT flavors, Grok, Raptor Mini, and they probably even have more. So as you know, the models pretty much get updated all the time. 5.4 is the latest thing that I see videos about on YouTube. So this is what we'll be using for this little demo, but this is where it's at. So that's 2. That's 2 of the things that you would need to start being able to create. The last thing, let me go back to my browser. Next.js. Next.js is a front-end framework that allows you to build applications quickly. It has a ton ton of features that is kind of like they solved a bunch of issues that developers were having, and now this framework kind of makes things easy for you. So we'll start here. So we'll hit get started. We'll look at installation. I have npm. These are different options right here. I'm gonna go with npm. And then we have this command line action, right? So it's creating a new application, and this would be the name of the application. And then you have this yes feature is basically saying that it skips the prompt, and I want to do the prompting, so I'm just gonna do it, right? So let's take this, copy this, and go into our environment. We're gonna open the console. Wait for that. So now we in the console. I'm just gonna paste in the command that it just gave us, right? This my app, I'm gonna name it something else. We gonna do a to-do app, right? So that's gonna be the name of our application. It's gonna take the latest build from Next.js and it's gonna build that out. I didn't put the yes feature on the end of it so that we get the option to choose what we want to put into this application. I'm gonna hit enter. You can also have the model do this step and have it create the Next.js environment for you, but I'd rather do this because I want to make sure I get the latest and greatest. So they're asking us a couple of questions here. Use the recommended settings, so TypeScript, ESLint, Tailwind CSS, yes, yes, yes. Let's hit yes. Okay, and you can see all of these dependencies that it's about to install. So this is just stuff for the framework. What it normally uses is React. React is a pretty powerful framework, and we're just gonna build on top of this framework. So we have a to-do app folder that's coming up on the left side, and then we have a bunch of files that's being generated. After this runs, I'm gonna basically launch the application so we can see the default page, and then we're gonna start using the agent to start making requests. While this is running, let me show you some things. Over here we have a bunch of things that we can use, but the one thing I'm more interested in is I want to do a search here for MCP. And MCP is a model context protocol. Is basically a server that tells the model how to use this framework, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this URL and I'm gonna give it to the model. I'm just gonna tell it, hey, use this. Actually, I'm gonna start typing here. I'm gonna let this build out over here, and I'm gonna start my prompt. Please. I'm just reading what's going on. Okay. So what I wanted to do is we want to implement, please implement. Can't spell. Next.js MCP server located here. I'm gonna put a colon, and then we could use this tag fetch. Fetch allows it to go out onto the internet and read. So we will do that. So now the model is running. I've installed Next.js, and right now we're about to turn on the MCP server. This is so cool where we at right now. We are using natural language to code. Okay, it's just getting errors because it's not in the right folder. It'll figure it out. So right now it's set in the right folder to go in and run npm run dev. All right, cool. So the cool thing is it looks like it has its own console that it's working with. In a few minutes, I'm going to use my console to start this application. So over here in this console, I'm a CLS just to clear that screen. I want to CD into the to-do app. Okay, and now npm run dev. I'm gonna hit the right arrow just to complete that. And once I run it, I'm going to get an environment, a local host environment that I can hover over and follow this link. So now I get to see what it created. And this is just the out of the box look and feel. And we're going to transform this into a to-do list. Okay. So get started. You got deploy now, documentation. This is a decent looking site, but let's move this over to the right. Right there. Let's move this. All right. And that's it. Now we've set everything that we need up. We have the GitHub Copilot, we have the Visual Studio Code, and we also set up a Next.js. So now I could just go crazy. I want to, okay, let's replace the landing screen with a functional to-do app. Please make sure we can use it across multiple devices. Cool. So now we are using ChatGPT 5.4. We told it just to build our application, and let's see what it does. Let's see what this is. So cool, man. I love this. And you could do this too. You should, like, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. I will help. I answer all emails. I answer all comments. Please, I want more people doing this because I want to build a community where we can all just learn from each other. And if you learn something, tell me. And if I learn something, I'm gonna put more videos up and teach you guys. It's a lot that I want to teach. It's a lot of back end stuff that I want to be able to teach you guys. So this is kind of the entry point. Right now, honestly, I will probably be pouring another cup of coffee and just letting this run. It's building a lot for it to do that, but let's see what it does. Oh my God. Let's see. Oh my God, this is nice. This is nice. Like I could also tell it like to fix stuff if I didn't like it, but I really like this. I said functional, so let's see if it works. Right? Show users. My AI coding environment. Just had that task. Look at that. Look at that. I could check it. It's completed. Look, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Just one command, one prompt, and we have an application. You can't beat that. This is beautiful. All right. Any questions? Like I said, ask them. I want to learn from you. I want you to learn from me. And for now, have a nice day.